We have nothing to hide. We never attack. Civilian objects, incidents happen, but we never conduct targeted fire on them. We never direct our drones or missiles at states located in Europe, and members of the European Union and countries of the North Atlantic Alliance. And once again, if the Poles really wanted to figure this out, we would have proposed a meeting, immediately proposed a meeting. But no one ever wants to discuss the facts. The mechanism for reinstating sanctions was embedded in the Security Council resolution that approved the Iranian nuclear deal, so-called in 2015. It was embedded as a result of direct negotiations between the Iranian Foreign Minister and the US Secretary of State, who was John Kerry at the time. This so-called snapback mechanism is not typical for any other sanctions regime. Essentially, it allowed any country to put to a vote a resolution to continue the sanctions-lifting regime. And a veto-wielding country could even alone block such a resolution, meaning that there would be no extension of the lifting of sanctions. No. Two considerations. First, it is not very elegantly formulated. Formulated with the sole purpose of constantly holding Iranian colleagues by the throat and not allowing them to make a single step to the left or right. The second consideration, Iran agreed to this exotic mechanism solely because it was sure it would never violate this deal, so the mechanism, for heaven's sake, could hang as something spare. But Iran did not and does not intend to violate it to this day. Therefore, they agreed to it with a light heart, as they thought. There was a chance to agree on extending the Iranian nuclear deal in full for some period. We wanted for 3 months, without adding anything, without crossing anything out, in every aspect of it, so that it would continue to act, during which period we hoped negotiations could continue. Since the West disrupted it and blackmailed the majority of the Security Council members to also support its destructive stance, now I don't know how the Islamic Republic and Iran will react. It is absolute non-negotiability on all fronts, and not giving 2-3 months for Iran to, in the course of negotiations, achieve conditions satisfying to it for further work with IAEA and the United States. Iran was ready and is still ready for dialogue, even if not direct, but mediated. And with the so-called Euro trio, Iran regularly communicated. But the outcome of this communication confirms only one thing. From the very beginning, the Euro trio needed to find some excuse to reinstate the sanctions regime. And therefore, all good faith proposals of our Iranian colleagues for compromises, all of them were rejected. And when there was an announcement of some hope for agreement, immediately the next morning, new demands appeared. It's a deliberate operation aimed at moving to another stage of economically, financially, etc., strangling the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Иранской ядерной сделки в полном объеме, ничего не добавляя, ничего не вычеркивая, и во всех ее аспектах, чтобы она продолжала действовать на период, в ходе которого мы очень надеялись, могли бы продолжиться переговоры. Поскольку Запад ее сорвал и зашантажировал большинство членов Совета Безопасности, чтобы они тоже поддержали его деструктивную позицию, сейчас я не знаю, как будет.